Hey, if you enjoy what I'm doing, drop a like, sub, comment, bell, all the good YouTube stuff. And let's get into the video.
Whew. Yeah, so this is a thing now. I told chat yesterday I knew something was gonna drop tomorrow because I thought it was weird that Nemo and Nitocris were on Rate Up before and like both were permanent. There's no way they're gonna have like two back-to-back like actual dead weeks leading into Lost Belt 7 Part 2. And this is what we got. Nitocris Alter, who is a permanent 5-star Avenger. That is arts. And holy crap, is this artwork amazing. She like the bandages are literally containing the fire, her fire. Or the fire is her. And the bandages is like keeping herself contained. Oh my god, she just looks so cool. But you have to remember, she is permanent, meaning when the next character comes out, you can get spooked by her. That's why I'm just gonna be upfront. You probably shouldn't be trying to like go like super hard on this character. You really shouldn't, just because you might get spooked by her. Now, if you are missing a like top tier 5-star arts farmer, like you don't have Summer Ibuki, Spishtar, Kama, like anyone on that level, this is a good servant to try to pick up. My account, I don't need her. Other accounts, maybe. Because she can do, depending on your account, she gets like way more value. If you have both Castoria and Vitch, unironically, you're going to want to summon for this character. So let's get started. And we got to be on Atlas because I'm recording this 2 hours, like less than 2 hours after not even Summer, Nitocris Alter comes out. So, base attack. This is the Avenger average. She might have like one of the lowest, but like when your lowest for 5-star is 12,600, that's not that low. Granted, you are gonna want this higher, just to get overkill better and to scale better with attack buffs. But this is still good. Triple art stack, which is worrying. It is a concern because like you see this and you're like, there's no way her MP gain is gonna be good. And okay, so before you say anything, Summer Ibuki's is at 0.38. She has 0.1% less gain than Ibuki. Does she have the same gains? No. But it's not as life-threatening or like damning as you would think. Her hit count is good across the board though, like wow. It's like they just took everything about Nitocris and just made it better. That honestly is the impression I get. They took what everyone hated about Nitocris or what annoyed people about her and just like upped it. Made her better. Like they took away that stuff and just made her better. Avenger stuff with Starwade and Stargen. I'm just opening that for later. So, first skill. Arts bust her up, both 30% and heal 2k every turn for 3 turns. This is on a 6 turn. This is little bit on the weaker side because usually it's like a different effect than just healing. Like it's maybe a little more something offensive or stars, but honestly, it fits. This makes sense for her because she doesn't have her guts anymore. So giving an Avenger like a little bit of healing when you do want them to be taking hits. Like okay, yeah. So now that I have a second to think, you want Avengers to get hit because their MP gain gets ridiculous when they get hit. It's not saying it here, but they get stupid amounts of MP gain when they get hit. So her having healing on it for getting hit by an AoE probably is going to help her refund significantly and staying alive in a boss fight. Second skill, which is yeah, so 100% battery at max rank at a 7-turn cooldown. Why is this important? Because all you need is to reduce the cooldown by 1 to be able to Vitch reset all her skills. Yeah, so what people like about Arcwood, you can now apply to this character who is refunding, and like you're gonna double stack all her skills, including her arts buff too. So even though you don't run double cast Storia on her, you might still be able to like loop good enough from just arts to not need to like go full on double Vitch style, like loop 50, reduce cooldowns, loop 50, reduce cooldowns. Like you have so many options with this character. Like ideally you'll probably just be using Black Rail, just because she has this 100% battery that you can either loop to get back or Vitch reset to get back. So good, very cool that she's compatible with 2 of the best supports in the game. Now, the more interesting stuff, she puts good traits on the entire party, buffs success rate for the entire party up to 40%, just like Ozzy, and then puts the evil trait on all enemies, along with, if I'm understanding this correctly, it reduces their buff success rate. So they are less likely to actually land any buffs on themselves. If that's how... let me just double check that. Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like it's buff success rate down for all enemies, which, I mean, like, if they're just ramping up like crit and then you just make them just do nothing, you're making them waste a turn. Yeah, you're just literally making them waste a turn when they're trying to make themselves stronger. So, I mean, like, that is something you'd want to be double stacking. Like, that might save your ass from getting cooked. Third skill, AoE arts buff. 20%, 60% chance to give an evade for all allies with good alignment, 60% chance for all allies to get debuff immunity for 1 time 3 turns, 60% chance to get insta-kill immunity for 1 time 3 turns. Why is that 60% important? She basically has Ozymandias' skill so that she can guarantee these land. So her arts buff is technically like Imperial Privilege, but the best part about it is guaranteed, and for farming, you don't really care about these. You honestly don't. These are boss stuff that like are just really, really nice to have. Or if you're gonna do like some like wonky like farming, like I'm talking using like Fran and using unironically Nitocris as like support for Fran to stop herself from stunning and also like clear the first wave. You legitimately can do that. I wouldn't recommend that. I just think it's hilarious that like she has these kinds of applications, like, and she's permanent. That like she actually enables other loopers to loop. Oh my god, that's funny. All right, MP, 4-hit AOE arts. So her refund shouldn't be that bad considering like Ibuki has 30% arts and then the MP gain. While she's lacking a hit, she has way more arts, but she's lacking the MP gain. It makes thinking about how to set her up for double cast story a little awkward because of that 100% battery, you wouldn't be popping the 220% MP gains like on Nitocris unless the skill isn't leveled. Good news is all you have to do is level her to 60 or level 3, and then you can do the Castoria early in the morning chat. The 220% batteries, you just pop it on her and it's not awkward. As long as she loops 70%, you'd be able to go again. But I'm pretty sure refund is an issue with this character. So you might, if you're gonna do double cast story, you might want to bring Oberon. Also, she gets MP damage on her MP, so Oberon actually would be pretty good for her. Along with Castoria MPs to get more overcharge, meaning higher value from Oberon. Okay, so if you look at this, you think, oh my god, she got human damage mod, like the mobs, are you kidding me? Big difference between Atlas and Phantom. Here, attribute human means man attribute. So she has damage mod against all these servants and mobs. If you're releasing a premium 5-star looper, like this is what most people look for, AoE arts, Avenger, extra class, multiple hits. This character is looking really good. She gets a damage mod for one of the most common thing, and I'm pretty sure this is still overcharge that she's getting. I don't think she's stacking like it is with Arcwood. I will leave a message in the comments if it is like Arcwood, where she levels, like the MP copies affect her damage mod. Yeah, no, it's not. This part is like she always has the 150% damage. This is just normal MP scaling. All right, yeah, so not like Arcwood, she does not scale with MP copies. Do not feel pressure to, oh, I need to get MP2 to get like more like the multiplicative stuff. No, she's always gonna, it is like Kirei, just damage mod, flat out scaling. Big thing, she does apply insta-kill, but it is after damage. Praise lasagna. I mean, yes, they just released 2 AoE art serpents, both with insta-kill, but hey, at least it's all after damage. It could have been worse. So she also has a separate insta-kill proc. I'm pretty sure this is just a different chance for it to happen. She doesn't straight up put like kill people if they have the evil alignment. If she actually does just straight up kill like even servants if they're affected by skill 2, then Vitch is her like optimal farming strat, like, because she's just gonna kill everything. I don't think that's how it works. I think it's just 2 separate chances to proc insta kill. Yeah, also we're doing this out of order because different site. Madness enhancement E for the passives. Cool. I mean, she only has one, but she is getting a 30% buff on Buster. Increased chance of receiving debuffs by only 5% for everyone else. So usually this is like 20. Yeah, and also this is like the Avenger passive where if you get hit, you regen a lot more. 10% crit damage, 3.5% charge at return, and Divinity for extra tickle. This one's actually tough because normally I'd be saying mana loading, just pick it. Mana loading doesn't do anything for her. What I mean by that is like you should be popping the battery turn 1 if you're being optimal. Because actually, again, this really depends on how you want to do the farming. If you're going to be using a startup charge, go mana loading. It will make your Castoria loops way easier. If you plan on using Vitch or like double Castoria Oberon, this isn't gonna matter that much to you. Like, who cares if you start with 20% if you're already about to pop 100% battery? You're gonna want it to be level 10 because otherwise the skill 3 buffs aren't gonna go through when you might need them. So this one actually is based on your choice. If you want more versatility, go mana loading. If you want to clear stuff easier, go this one. Because casters come up pretty often, and you do want to kill casters as soon as possible. Helps with refund. Extra attack is an option. Depends on how much you plan on bringing to your boss fight, but it is 100% an option. These are just some of the traits. I'm not gonna go through like all of them, but this is just what she has. Evil. That sounds about right. Levitating. These are what mats you need. Looks like a giant blood dog. Like the dog is made of blood and there's like black ooze just so it's death success rate for the entire party while she's in the field at arts level. I mean, at least you have the arts up for the party. At least there's that. So is Nitocris Alter a servant you should be summoning for? If you plan on summoning a lot on like the other Lost Belt summon banners coming up, you should probably save your courts, because if they are leading with a character like this, the other servants are probably really good. Like probably really good. I'm not saying Nitocris Alter is better than any of the other arts loopers because I don't have like actual numbers on it right now. Again, I might you can look to George's list. Double check if he actually updated it in time. He didn't put it up, which is fair. This is very early. But if you look here, Nitocris Alter, her damage is very comparable to Space Ishtar. Space Ishtar, however, ramps up. Nitocris does not. So Space Ishtar, no matter what, is always going to be better with Oberon than this Nitocris. But damage mod is a thing, so it checks out. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.